something so special about you.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Nisha Ariel, and we're back with another video. Today we are focusing on detangling. It's wash day for me, which means that before I do any type of washing, I have to detangle. If you have type 4 hair, you know this is necessary. One of the things that I experienced before I chopped my hair off, I did have some breakage, and part of that was because I wasn't detangling as properly as I should. But this video is going to break it down a little bit more in detail so that those like me who need the full understanding of everything can get that. So we got this bonnet on our head. It's been a week since we actually did our last wash and go style, so it's definitely time to wash his hair. With me having shorter hair, of course it's not going to take as much time, but because of the hair texture, we still want to take our time and make sure that we're doing all the necessary steps so that we can minimize breakage and maintain healthy hair. First thing we're going to do is, of course, section this off. Now my back is really short compared to the top and the front because I did get my hair cut into a bob, but we still can do the sectioning off. So we're going to do that first, and then we're going to get right into it. So now we have our 6 sections. They do not have to be perfect at all. Working in smaller sections, although it may take a little bit more time, will allow you to, 1, make sure that your hair is fully saturated, get the product worked in properly that you're using to detangle, and make sure that you're going through your hair in a way that it's not going to break off as much. So now that we have our 6 sections, it's time to get into the products that we're going to be using. Of course, first, water. Never ever detangle your hair on dry hair. Your hair needs to be wet. That's the easiest way to snap and break your hair off. Next is a detangling product. You need some type of product that's going to give you some slip. Now there are a lot of detangling sprays, mists, pre-poo products that are out there. If you don't have the budget for that, a simple leave-in conditioner will do the job just fine. Mine is upside down because this bottle is getting low and I'm trying to get all that I can out of here. But this is Camille Rose's Curl Love leave-in conditioner. Start there. And then when you become more comfortable with the process, if you want to, and if your budget permits, you can go out there and invest in actual specific product for detangling. And then third thing you're going to need is some type of detangling brush or wide tooth comb. This is actually a Camille Rose detangling brush, and you can actually use this for styling as well. But right now we're just going to use it to detangle. So that's all you really need to get started. Your hair sectioned off, some water, preferably warm water or room temperature, your leave-in conditioner, and a detangling brush. Once you have all of those things, you're going to get started. We're going to get our water, mist our hair. Once it's good and coated, we get our leave-in. It's already giving me some slip, and I'm able to even detangle this with my fingers a little bit. And that's what you want. You want a product with good slip so that it is easy to detangle. The safest way is to detangle with your fingers because it's not going to snag too much with your fingers. So the fact that I can do that with just my fingers, and it's pretty much almost completely detangled, means that this product has some really good slip. And it smells really good. It's like macadamia and vanilla. But I'm going to go in just a little bit more to get the rest of the small tangles out. And what you want to do is start at the very ends of your hair and then work your way up to the roots. And you see how easily the brushes glide right through. And my fingers do the same. Boom. Just like that. Nice and detangled. Hold the section on here so it's not in my way, and we can move on to the next section. If you get some little tangles and you're doing it with your fingers, just try to gently pull them apart. You don't want it to snap and break off and pull off any unnecessary hair. so this won't get mixed up in the rest of my hair. I'm gonna just put the scrunchie right back on here. We know this part is already detangled. So I'm gonna keep it moving on to the next sections, and we'll go ahead and do a time lapse on this because I know y'all don't want to sit here for the entire thing. Okay guys, so this is the final result. We've got all 3 sections that are detangled. The longer parts, I twisted them up into these little twists. The shorter, I can't really do that, so I just put them in little bows back here. My hair is thoroughly moisturized. As you can see, you can still see some of the conditioner, but that's okay because we're getting ready to wash it. All it takes is probably an extra 10 to 15 minutes of time before you decide to go ahead and jump in the shower or the kitchen sink or however you do to wash your hair. This 15-20 minutes of time that you add on will really save your hair a lot and will save you time down in the future as well. They still got some residue from the actual conditioner, which is okay. But doing this method, this is all the hair that came out. And that's really not a lot because you can literally still see through it, which is probably the normal amount of shedding that you have anyways, because we shed about 100 strands of hair a day, and this is all the hair that came out. That's really not a lot. All right, you guys, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really hope that this was helpful for you to maintain the health of your hair. If you felt like this was helpful, please make sure that you like and comment, subscribe, smash that notification button so that you'll know the next time that I post a video. If you have a friend or family member that is in the natural hair space and they could use these tips, be sure to, share it with them so that we all can have healthy hair. And if you want to connect with me on other platforms, make sure that you follow me on Instagram and maybe TikTok. Either way, it's still Niche Ariel right here below. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.